o'clock, Mr. Maria? All right, we're gonna go ahead and start this meeting. Today is the 11th day of May 2020, it's 10 o'clock. We're gonna call our regular meeting to order. Item 1.2 is roll call. Mr. Garcia, all the court is present, so we have a full quorum. Item 1.3 is the pledge of allegiance and the salute to the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We salute the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to each Texas, one state under God, one indivisible. Item 1.4 is testimonial oath of presenters. That means that anybody that provides any information to this body, Commissioner's Court, does so under penalties of perjury. That means that you're under oath. So, item 1.5 is public comments. Anyone in the audience with a public comment? Anyone on the court with a public comment?
Judge.
Yes.
Remind everybody about that meeting this afternoon on
Okay.
the internet concerning the highway coming from the Panhandle all the way to the railway.
What time is it?
The meeting is at 4 o'clock.
Okay, they're gonna have a meeting for the corridor, at 4 o'clock. If anybody's interested in participating, I participated, and I think the major questions that we had is that, there was a push to open All Mines Road. And the last time that we went to the meeting in Laredo, we were assured that they're not gonna even try to open that road. It's not cost effective, but best is that they already have the plans of where the corridor is going to come through, and it's gonna come through, us is not gonna go through Laredo. There's a push, a strong push to open All Mines Road, and that's because there's a lot of business right there on the border. And I think it cuts the route by 7-8 miles, whatever it is. So, but we were assured that that's not gonna happen. But anybody wants to join that conference, is welcome to do so. I think.
So say an important thing to remember about staying over here, where the road is now, is that we've got all the infrastructure, we got EMS, we got fire, we got hospital available on this side. If we go over there, we're gonna miss out on that. That's just one point.
Yeah. I don't know that, well, the feasibility study that they did, they already spent money trying to figure this out, and I don't think they're gonna change.
They got to pay for right away. So right away, to build a road over there, if they decide,
Okay.
costs a lot more money.
Having a hard time hearing you,
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I can use this microphone.
okay,
No, I'll talk about it.
anybody,
I'll stand up and talk for them.
okay, something, it's good. Anyone else? I think we have the governor's conference also at 4 o'clock, so I want to listen, participate with it. Anybody else, the court with a public comment? All right, then we'll move on to item 1.6, which is approval of minutes of regular meeting of April 27, 2020.
If no corrections, Judge, so moved.
There's a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona to approve, subject to any corrections.
Second.
There's a second by Commissioner Rubalcaba. Do we have any discussion or corrections? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All that oppose, same sign. That motion carries. 1.7 is approval of minutes of special meeting of May 1st, 2020.
Motion to approve.
There's a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona to approve.
Second.
There's a second by Commissioner Rubalcaba. Do we have any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All that oppose? That motion carries. 2.1 is approval of bonds. Mr. Mario, do we have any bonds?
No bonds.
No bonds today, so no action under 2.1. 2.2 is the report from AG Agent Richie Griffin for the month of April 2020. Mr. Griffin is no longer with us, therefore there is no report, so no action taken under 2.2. 2.3 is discussion and appropriation concerning the monthly report from FCH agent Ms. June Ureste for the month of April 2020. Her report is contained in the packet. Unless we have any questions of her, I'll entertain a motion to approve said report.
So moved.
There's a motion by Commissioner Rubalcaba to approve.
Second.
There's a second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Do we have any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All that oppose? Motion carries. 2.24 is discussion and appropriate action concerning the monthly report from Rotary Arena Event Coordinator Miranda Medina for the month of April 2020. The report is in your packet. On this, we have, as you can see, there's been very little activity due to our circumstances that we're faced with. Unless you have a question that I can take to Ms. Medina, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Urielas.
Second.
There's a second by Commissioner Rubalcaba. Do we have any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All that oppose, same sign. Motion carries. 2.5 is discussion and appropriation concerning the monthly report from Constable Precinct 1, Mr. Rudy Lopez, for the month of January, February, March, and April. Mr. Chief, where is Mr. Lopez? You need to instruct Mr. Lopez that he needs to come next month to give us his report. If he does not, I wanna have him brought over here.
Yes.
Okay. He needs to do his report for January, February, March, and April. Yeah.
Motion to table, Judge?
Motion to table by Commissioner Urielas.
Second.
There's a second by Commissioner Rubalcaba. Do we have any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All that oppose? Motion carries. You didn't hear either way. You voted. 2.6 is discussion and appropriation concerning the monthly report from Constable Precinct 2, Mr. Andres Arambula, for the months of March and April. Morning, sir.
Commissioners,
Morning.
before you have to report, I approach the bench, let you handle this to me.
Okay, sure. All right, sir. So as I mentioned. Testing. There's, somebody say motion? Did you say motion?
No.
There's a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona to approve the reports.
Second.
A second by Commissioner Urielas. Do we have any discussion? Any questions for Mr. Andres Arambula, our constable? No.
Everything except, just a slow leak, but everything else is fine, sir.
Okay.
Ma'am.
You need to tell us anything?
No, sir.
All right, then, if there's no discussion, then all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All that oppose? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, and have a good day.
2.7 is discussion and appropriate action concerning the monthly report from Constable Precinct 3, Ms. Ruth Ceniceros, for the month of March and April.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioner. I have you on my reports.
tickets.
There's a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona to approve,
Second.
a second by Commissioner Rubalcaba. Any discussion? One question, Ms. Ruth, you have no activity?
Not as far as traffic stops, I don't wanna risk coming in contact with people and bringing something home, so I've just been doing more patrol around the residential areas.
If you need masks and stuff, let us know.
Yes, sir. I will.
We have to get close to them. Tell them, throw me your license and pick it up.
Yes,
Buy
sir.
one of those little things and pick it up later.
I will.
Okay, just if you need any equipment, we got some gloves and stuff like that.
Thank you, John.
I think we even got some masks or something. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
All that opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
2.8 is the monthly report from our constable precinct 4, Mr. Jose Pepe Galvan. All right, Pepe. I see you're still doing some traffic. I see you have a mask, you have gloves and everything, you need hand sanitizer stuff.
Excuse me?
Do you have gloves and hand sanitizer, anything you need?
Yes.
Do you need anything? If you do, go to Christina, she'll give you some.
Thank you. Motion to approve the
There's a
report.
motion by Commissioner Urielas to approve the report provided by Constable Precinct 4.
Second.
There's a second by Commissioner Carmona. Do we have any discussion?
I'd just like to commend him for his citation. Yeah, bunch of citations there, thank you.
Okay. Any other comment or questions? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
All that opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Sir. 2.9 is discussion and appropriation concerning the monthly report from Met Shield Ambulance for the month of April 2020. Mr. Arambola was gracious enough to give us a report that was provided by Met Shield. If there's any questions, and the synopsis is usually in the back, tells us all the stops and all what they did. If there's no questions, then I'll entertain a motion to approve said report.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Rubalcaba. Do we have any discussion? Yes, sir.
Friendly reminder for everybody that they need to turn in their health and everything.
Okay.
Majority of times they're always late or even when the person leaves. Okay, so I think it's Thursday or Wednesday when it's required, we turn them in, so they should get, everybody should be able to turn them in.
Send them a little memo.
Judge.
Yes, sir.
Question.
Yes.
On the reports, the golf course presented their financial report the last meeting, and I understand it was tabled because the manager was not here.
Well, we tabled it because either the manager or you weren't here, and we didn't know what's going on.
All right.
But I talked to the manager, and he said he was going to, whenever we need him, he would come in and report.
He
Yeah.
was here that day. I told him
Yeah.
to come because of the circumstances.
Yeah, and,
And I know we're approving everybody else's report. I was
well,
wondering why
that was the only reason we wanted an update on the,
And I gave you
Yeah.
an extra report besides the one he provided, to explain it to the else.
so.
So you wanted another meeting, the next meeting?
Yeah,
To come make a report?
he told me he was gonna be the next quarter, and I don't have a problem with it, as long as,
He could be here whenever you want.
but he did tell me if we wanted him before, then just to let him
I
know.
told him not to come because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
A lot of other people are not coming.
And Commissioner, I had some questions on that thing, I don't know who pays for the license, but it's quite a bit, so if we're gonna pay for the license, then why is the profit going somewhere else? According to how you wrote it, it seems like we have to pay the license or other, the rental for the.
No, it's just part of his expenses. He pays for it.
Well, I mean, the way you put it, it didn't seem like that, that's why I had some questions.
No, he pays for it.
Well, which license, about the beer license?
Yeah, and the park rental and something else?
No, all that he pays.
Because, I mean, the way it was written down, like, you were presented it for it to get approved.
I also had on there a bookkeeper, he pays for the bookkeeper, Tom, the same as the license.
I understand, but the way you wrote it, it seemed like you wanted us to approve it. You can look at the letter and you
No,
can see.
no, it's just a report.
It's just a report.
But this is what I'm saying, we had questions, so the judge tabled it, and we said, we all approved it, so it can be tabled.
Yeah, and it's good, but, like I said, I talked to him, and he said, just to let him know, we wanna give him a report, but I think that, we're accepting everybody's report just by writing.
He's ready
Yeah.
whenever you want to do.
Yeah. 2010 is a request from Dimmit County, I don't know, did we finish with the other one?
All in favor?
All in favor? All that opposed? Motion carries. 2.10 is request from CAT for the 2019 surplus amount of $9,611 to be used for aerial county flyover for Dimmit County. Every year, it looks like they have some surplus, and this year, our portion is $9,611. And I asked Commissioner Carmona to give his opinion here today of what he wants us to do with those $9,611. And I think his explanation was that they're gonna do flyover again, is that what you said?
Yes, sir. It's been 5 years since they done a flyover, so they're asking if we can, give them the $9,611 toward the flyover. Every entity, they're gonna ask every entity for
And last year, I think they also asked to keep them, so, because they were,
Yes, sir.
because they were
going
anticipating,
through the flyover.
because they were anticipating to do this. I don't have a problem with that's what they're gonna be supporting. If that's what you recommend,
Yes, sir.
that's your motion.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona to allow the CAD to retain the surplus amount of $9,611 because they're gonna use it for an aerial county flyover for Dimmit County.
Second.
There's a second by Commissioner Urielas. Do we have any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all against?
Aye.
Motion carries 4-1. 2.11 is discussion and appropriate action concerning the approval for RMB Precinct 3 and 6 to purchase a Dynapack CP 1200 pneumatic roller with a bifold.
Judge, this is a roller that we need, it's got all the wheels to, roll over the asphalt once we put it down. We used a small roller, but you're supposed to go over it with the pneumatic. The city had one that we were using there, but it broke, so we don't have one from the city or the town, so that's the only reason I wanted to have it.
Can we pull it? Oh, no tiene llanta? Is that all that's wrong with it?
No, the bearing broke and it's so old that they couldn't find parts for it.
Oh, okay. Does that mean that they're gonna be wanting to use this thing from us?
No, I think they're leaning to buy one, but I don't know when, but if we don't do that, then the asphalt picks up by itself, so.
Yeah, you know,
It'll be hard to.
I don't even have a problem with them using our equipment if they have sometimes, but I do have a problem when we ask them for their equipment and they don't wanna let it to us for whatever reason.
I don't have a problem, whatever I need.
Yeah, but sometimes they don't let us stuff, and can't have that. So I need to talk to the manager about that, okay?
I asked for the roller one time and they said no.
Yes, for what?
For the roller, for the asphalt roller that the city had, they told me no.
Yeah. So, if you're gonna work for them, mine's gonna work for them, and I don't happen to do very much other than lend them the Caterpillar here, there, and we have. And because they have a $40,000 piece of equipment that we use one in a blue moon, they're afraid we're gonna break it, or whatever. I'm going to oppose all help to the city that continues that. So when you guys say, we're gonna help you, then you need to say, you're gonna help you, but if we need something, whoever it is from the county, they need to handy, yeah.
So, like I said, I don't have any problem with them or the school. Anything I need from the school or the city, I get it right away. So, I don't know.
But see, my comment is,
I don't,
when you do that, they say, okay, but if Dimmit County, and I'm not saying if Juan or Mike or Valerie or, if Dimmit County needs your help and you say no, all help's gonna stop. So that's the way, if we're gonna work together, we need to work together 100%.
my suggestion then would be, Judge, give them a letter, explain that. I mean, if you wanna, we wanna stop all activities, then send them a letter saying, this is the problem we're having, but if it's just one or two persons or three that we're having problems, like the road department or the, utility, then we need to let them know. I would suggest send them a letter, tell them, hey, this is what we feel, or I feel, or
But this-
whatever, and let's go through that.
This is
I don't have a problem either way.
This is how I feel, because we need, there's not very much things that they have that we don't have. But there's some things that, there's no need for us to buy because they have it, and if it's something that they don't use on occasion and we have it, I don't have a problem with them using it.
Because one time they did let me know that there's some people that, when you ask them for something, they say, where, you know, so, and I have had that problem before. So maybe that's the reason, I mean, I don't know. But like I say, send them a letter, let them know what the deal is, and then we'll stop and you see. I don't have a problem either way.
You know, because we don't, I don't know that, the only problem that we have is when they ask us for like, we need this thing, can you bring it over? You know, you give me a day or two, we can work it out, right? But that's the only time that we have a problem with any equipment, us letting out any equipment is when they say, can you bring it over right now? And sometimes we just can't bring it over right then and there. But, we've lent them our equipment and, you know, everything costs money, but my feeling is if I break it, guess what? I'm gonna fix it, I'm gonna buy a new one and give you a new one. So I'm not gonna,
I haven't had any problems with the city up to now. I've borrowed their roller at least 2 or 3 times. The little parking lot over here by the old jail, we use their roller. I've used it out on the golf course. And of course, when we do projects together on paving, they bring out the roller.
well, I think the problem is they see it like, well, you two guys are helping and we're not doing anything to help. But it's not Mike, it's not Juan, it's the county that's helping.
And that's working well, and where we're working together doing the paving is working. The only problem we had was getting asphalt for a while. But other than that, I haven't had any problem with the city.
¿Qué pasó con el asphalt?
Well, they were holding, the railroad, they were filling up all the railroad, containers. So they're way behind and I guess the state bought it all at the same time, so that's the only reason they're behind. And I checked with another company that's about 20 miles from them, but it was $71 a ton, and they said it for $38 a ton. So I decided to wait and
Well,
I mean, there's no reason to pay double for what?
yeah. Okay. I think we got a little bit off track. Okay, so, Commissioner Juan Carmona has a motion to approve the R&B Precinct 3 and 6 purchase of a Dynapack CP 1200 micro order.
Second,
Excuse me?
second.
Second by Commissioner Noguera. Do we have any discussion? Yes, sir. Huh?
Where is that? Getting paid for?
What?
How are you paying for it?
Out of my COs, the $1.9 million that I have, Mike.
That's all I wanna know. You don't have to holler, you don't have to scream at me.
Well, I'm telling you, it's coming from the CO, you're still asking.
And this gonna be available for everybody or just?
No, sir, the only reason that I can lend it out is my men drive it, because it breaks down.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
I get all kinds of headaches that we broke it and this and that, so it'll be there.
I'm not asking if we're gonna operate, all I'm asking if it's gonna be available for the business.
So he's saying with the operator, yes.
Yes. have each one.
We have.
I mean, it makes no nonsense, but I guess everybody should just buy one. If he has time and,
Or you don't have to buy it, I don't care.
If we need it, you're gonna bring it with a driver.
I got all the equipment now. The paver, I see my man over there. The roller, I see my man over there. The backhoes, I see my man with it.
And even though the response was a little bit, but I guess the response time, not notice, where, if you sit together and say, we wanna do this road, when are you available to do it? Then we can work it out, right?
and
But-
another thing, Judge, all I ask is, if when they bring their equipment, if they finish the work, don't leave it happening then. Cause then I gotta call another commissioner to come and finish what was started.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
For some reason, they were trimming 101 with that new tractor, and then for some reason, they picked it up, and they didn't even finish the work. So we had agreed that they were gonna finish. So I had to call Commissioner Villegas if I could borrow his stuff.
Well, I think that tractor is for you two both.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that.
The chopper,
Yeah, that tractor I have, anybody can use it.
Commissioner Rocava and myself,
Commissioner told you so.
Commissioner Villegas, we
as long as whoever's gonna operate is trained,
yes,
I
I
know.
have a trip.
I don't know.
They all went to training when we got it.
Yeah.
That was a problem.
They can use it.
Yeah, I thought that was for y'all and
And I don't have any problem with, Commissioner,
the Commissioner Rubalcaba has a Tiger,
I'll take all
which
that.
does the same thing. And I don't know, where's the Tiger?
Are you alright?
It still works? Okay. So she has one and you guys didn't have. And once that thing goes out, Commissioner, then you probably have to get one. Más que, I would really, would like for y'all to get a different one than that you bought. That, I don't think that, like the Tiger has the saw, okay, saw things, and that machine chops stuff, right? So, I would really like to have one of those with saw blades on it. But there's one that I told Mike to buy with the saw blades, and he bought the same thing that Commissioner Carmona has. And that thing is it's like it just chops stuff. It's not I don't know, I guess it's designed, I guess you can use it that way, but I don't know that that's what it was designed for. I might be wrong, so I don't know too much about it.
It chops branches, yeah, it chops them.
And this other
But
one,
it's working well, Judge, they used it on
Yes,
8 miles of road, they used it, it's working. It's doing the
and he
job,
cut the grass also.
yeah,
it's doing the job.
yeah.
He was looking into, getting a blade attachment to that, to cut, so I don't know how far he got.
Do they sell blades for that thing?
Yeah,
And then they sold the mulcher, the grinding teeth, here thing.
Andale, yeah.
Where you can start from the top of the mesquite tree or the middle, and it just mulches it all out.
so whatever he finds, we'll be able to do more.
We're working on it.
Judge, and the reason that I say that I wanna see my man, 'cause I don't wanna have a headache like we had with the commodity truck, when the air condition broke. You can remember, you know, so everybody uses it, so then it came back to me, so that's the only reason I don't wanna, I see my man with it.
Really, all I care about is, they tell me it's broke, if you pay for it, we pay for it, anybody pays for it, it's not coming out of your pocket, it's coming out of Dimmit County's pocket. So it really does not matter, all I care about is, if it broke, let's fix it. I don't care what happened unless somebody does, like the operator that you had that destroyed one of those gadgets and then 2 weeks later destroyed another gadget, the same one. That guy is not doing his job the way, so I wanna get rid of that guy, okay? But if it's something that happens just because it happened all the time. I don't care. All I care is let's fix it, okay? And if it came out of your budget, I don't care. I don't care whose budget it comes out of. I just want it fixed. And if you need money because you ran out of money because you fixed that thing, you let me know and we'll take care of it. I do not care where that money comes from. that budget is just so that you can have a general idea of how much you're gonna spend. But if it does not work, guess what? We got money, we'll put some more in there. So all that about whose fault it is, whose what, I do not care. I just wanna fix, that's all I care about. That's all I care about.
And that's
Let's
what we
fix-
did. We fixed it.
Fix them, and if you need more money because you have to fix a truck or whatever, I do not care. All I care is that it broke because it broke and there was no negligence involved. If there's negligence involved, then I do care, okay? And because that's not the way it's supposed to be
I
operated.
think we're doing a lot better in that respect. And this guy you're talking about is the one I fired, right?
Yeah.
That broke the same thing.
Yeah, because I mean, that means that the guy doesn't want his job or he's not paying attention to what he's doing. Either way, I cannot stand for it because he's gonna hurt himself or hurt somebody else.
I'm not gonna put up with this.
But the expenses, the money, that where is this thing gonna come from? I do not care where it comes up.
The thing is, if I have his equipment and I break it.
Fix
if
it.
breaks in my use, then I should fix it.
Just fix it and be done with it. And if you run out of money because you have to fix that thing, just come to me and we'll work it out and get some more money for whatever it is you used it for. I don't have a problem with it. Because remember, if you don't use the equipment, it's gonna break down because you didn't use it. If you use it a lot, it's gonna break down because you're using it. It's just the way that's just the nature of the beast. So either way, you know, I'd rather it breaks down because you're using it and not because you're not using it. But, so, you know, where the money comes from, I don't care. I just wanted to make sure that you guys are using equipment that is operational and that we maintain it. That's all I care about.
I think we're all doing a lot better on that, in that respect.
On the pneumatic roller, all those in favor?
Aye.
All that opposed? Motion carries by unanimous vote. Law enforcement, 3.1 is request and approval to purchase truck with grant OPs SG FY19304505.
Good morning.
Morning. Ms. Selena, you ready today?
Yes,
I got a real important question.
yes.
Why are you buying a vehicle for $89,000?
This is something that the sheriff and border patrol had discussed, and I just submitted the numbers they gave me.
Then you're not the person that's here to answer those questions. Are you here to answer that question?
It was ordered by the sheriff and.
Oh, this is an aspect. This is not a truck, is this a truck?
Yes, truck. Truck with the equipment included.
This is 2020 Dynapack pneumatic asphalt roller?
No, that's the one.
The one we just did.
Oh,
It's a
Okay.
2020
so
Sierra.
that's on, it's 80,200.
Yes, sir.
That's a pickup?
Yes, sir. The truck is 53 and the remaining is the equipment. The truck is 53 and the remaining cost is the equipment.
Okay, this thing costs 69 and there's a discount of 14, so are you telling me this costs $54,000, $53,000?
Yes, sir. With just the truck alone. The remaining is the police equipment.
What's the difference between this truck and the one that y'all got before?
To be honest with you, I can't answer that question. As I stated, the sheriff and border patrol had an agreement. This is something that they talked amongst themselves.
They're not buying regular trucks anymore. Now they're going fancier and buying Denali's. They're not buying regular trucks. They're not buying.
What's the difference between a Denali and a,
It's a GMC, so it's a lot more expensive.
The Denali is like a Cadillac.
Who is going to use this vehicle?
I'm not sure, sir.
Assuming the sheriff, since he ordered it, he's the one that had to deal with it.
And how is the border patrol involved?
The border patrol is the middleman between us and the state, so.
I make the motion to table till the sheriff gets here, till the sheriff comes back. He needs to be present to answer all these questions we have.
Second motion.
okay, okay. We have a motion by Commissioner Rubalcaba to table this item. We have a second by somebody? By Commissioner Urielas. discussion, any discussion, let me read this thing. I had a question when I saw this thing. Well, the first question was that it came through my office without it being approved, okay? Cause I don't remember everything, but I remember a lot of this stuff.
And we don't know who's gonna use it, that's all.
No. It's got $22,000 worth of equipment, I'm assuming those are the lights, the radio, cameras and all that
Yes,
stuff. So the only thing we're looking at is the difference is that, this truck is costing $53,000. I don't know what a truck goes for right now, I think they're going like 30,000, 35,000 at it. If there's something that the sheriff needs to discuss in executive session pertaining to this truck, then, he needs to let us know about that.
And this is, grant,
Yes, sir.
all grant money?
Yes, sir.
Nothing from our,
No.
from the county?
This is, like you said, this is bought with, this is bought with grant monies and, this is the money that he gets, because of all the stops and all the stuff that he cashes. So, and I asked Carlos one time and, if the sheriff's department had the authority just to buy whatever they want, and the answer is a modified yes, because they give it to the sheriff's department for that use, but I think it's still our responsibility to make sure they buy the best they can with the money that we give them, right?
I did ask, are we, okay, and that, because that was a question of whether they could or not. I also went back to the Criminal Justice Division, who actually administers this, because we had a question on another vehicle, and they said that basically what happens is when we do the application, all this gets submitted in there, and to make changes, or basically, you can't make any changes once it's submitted, and they approve
So
it.
you're telling me that this was already approved by them?
By them, yes.
Oh.
They actually specifically submitted that information. So when you look at the application, all that is detailed in there. The same thing as the positions and who works it, everything. They actually look good, fine tooth comb, and it gets approved. So, because I asked, there was a question about another vehicle, and they said it's very difficult to change it, and it would take an act of Congress basically to change it.
My question is, whoever did the grant submitted this?
Right, so the
They
thing is,
submitted this?
Yes, sir.
That this type of vehicle?
Yes.
Well, then that should be your response to that?
well,
That should be your response when I ask you why you're buying this vehicle.
Oh, well,
And,
yes, sir, but I submitted the numbers because that's what the sheriff.
okay, okay, but the response should be, this is something that we submitted with the grant,
Yes.
this is something that the grant has approved, then it's just a rubber stamp with us, right? So that should be the response. So if the government is saying you can buy an $80,000 truck, who am I to say, no, they're giving us the money anyway,
Yes, sir.
right? That should be the response. So, because I know, I talked to Carlos about this at one time, because we had a problem, I had a problem you buying a Mustang for 67.
Yes, it
Okay,
was.
but the response was back then was the same that you're giving me now, it's already been approved by them, so, we made the decision back then, okay, then if anything that comes through the grant that we need to approve, but here and there I forget, because I'm old, right? So, but if that's the case, then,
But it's approved through the grant, but we can still say no and discuss it. Because I've used to do the grants before, so sometimes we had issues with purchasing the trucks. So we had to go back to the state and rewrite it or reallocate the money to see what else do we
well,
want.
what they told me was, it's not a good idea, or it's not, they don't particularly care for that. The time to actually review it is when we submit the application. That's when we need to look
But
at
my
it.
thing is, why do we need a Denali when our 4x4 trucks do the same thing? It's just the quality of the truck. and they don't use it on the county roads,
What-
they
what-
just use it
I
inside.
totally understand.
Commissioner, what he's saying is, when they ask us to approve the grant application, we need to look through the grant application and be more specific about, why do you need this truck, let's buy something else. Instead of buying one truck, let's buy two trucks. But we need to do that when they.
Before it's submitted,
Yeah, yeah, so-
because with that money, they can buy two trucks. I mean, I know these guys need more Tahoes than they need these $80,000 vehicles.
yeah.
Right, but by the time, like right now, or when the application submitted, is the time to do it, because they've already talked between CJD and the work, whoever it is, with the sheriff's department, and so that's when that's basically they come to the agreement, and so when Salinas is basically submitting it, it's already been.
I just don't want to come back and say, well, you're not keeping track of our grants. Well, that's why here, there, and yonder, this kicks me in the face. I said, wait a minute, why are we doing this? But if it's something that they already approved, no skin off my back. At least I can say, well, they approved it already, but if we have a problem with them buying this type of equipment through the grant, then we need to look at it at the beginning. You need to let us know, Carlos, when they do the grants. Let us know, and things that bother me, high price stuff, because 3 years from now, that is worthless, okay? So, equipment, if you buy a truck, different trucks, you can't use the equipment, so, we have years where the models are basically the same. And if you can buy a model that you can interchange equipment, that's what I prefer. I don't know what the commissioners prefer. So those type of things you need to bring to my attention, say, look, we're buying this vehicle, and at that time, then we can explain why we're trying to get this vehicle. But for right now, we have a motion, we have a second, to table this item. I would like to, just go forth and issue the motion to approve the purchase. Because this is just a rubber stamp, so, it's already been approved, let's get it done so they can get that. Just be mindful next time so that we can ask those questions.
Yeah, and I guess what we need to do is bring a list of the purchases when we approve, when the commissioners work through this application.
Judge, one of the problems also we're having is this last grant we got approved, that Tahoe, we're not able to find any Tahoes right now. We're just hoping that Leon Valley will say, you know what, they have like, how many, one or two Tahoes, that they'll give us one, because it's hard to change that order right now. We're trying to find something for the last grant,
Okay.
but their Chevrolet has no Tahoes or any police package. But if Leon Valley gives us one of theirs, we'll have it. We're still waiting for the last
Yes.
grant on that too.
And that was one of the problems we had on this grant that we just bought, I think the Mustang, was it the
Yes.
Mustang or the Tahoe? That basically, we were able to buy the Tahoe because the grant, because it was extended because the dealerships, or there are no vehicles.
They're like on strike.
Yeah, so they're a year
See,
behind.
those things you need to tell us, because we don't know. All I know is that, you bring me something to sign a year later, I'm not gonna remember what this is about, or why. But a little explanation, that you approved this on this day, ahorita, you did this on this day, we couldn't get it, this is why we're doing it now. Ya no puedo dormir en la noche and stuff.
Yeah, because the Mustang, we got it the month that the grant was gonna be over, otherwise we would have lost it.
Okay, to make it easier, on the motion to table, let's just vote it down, I guess, and then we'll just have another motion. Yes, sir.
When you do, this grant application for this kind of a vehicle, who do you work with at the state that approves this purchase?
I have to submit it to the Border Patrol submits it to the state.
And then the state and the border, or the state decides that, yes, you can buy this
Yes, sir.
$80,000 vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And at what point, is there a point there where we can review it before?
Yeah, at the
Yes.
time at the grant time, when they make the application, they bring us the application for us to review. And most of the time,
Bring it to who?
to the commissioner's court. They say, here, we're trying to get this, and then I look at them sometimes, but sometimes I don't pay too much. I just fumble through them, see what is it, why they're doing this, how much they're getting, and I'm just happy that we're getting the money. Okay, now, if the government wants to let us have it based on their recommendations, It's really no skin off my back, but I do not like to buy that high price equipment because in 4 or 5 years, that thing is worthless, it's not worth anymore.
But the review, Judge, is only for the funding, right? It's not for this vehicle.
No, the review is for the whole funding, how they're gonna spend it, because they break it down. There's so much for overtime, so much for this truck, so much for the glass, so much for bullets and all the stuff.
What I'm saying is at that point, we can't review this purchase. We're just reviewing a total amount of grant funding.
No, it's individual. And so you all approved this when they brought it to you all to approve the application.
Yeah.
That was included in there.
Oh, that vehicle was in there?
Yes, sir.
They give us a detailed list of all the purchases that were gonna be made for the grant? No.
I have another question. On the miles, it says 274.
Mhm.
Would it come like a brand new Denali, or is it a, to me, I'm not complaining about the miles, but I get out for it to have 274 miles.
So when you buy a truck, sometime, or any vehicle, you don't get it with 0 miles. You usually get it because they move it from here to there, they move it from here to there, and they move it around and they drive.
Because I've gotten with 45 miles,
Yeah.
274.
Sometimes they come as much as 500. When I get a vehicle, it's got 500 miles, somebody party in,
Yeah.
and I get a little more discount.
One more question.
Yes.
Do we have a deadline on purchasing this equipment?
Yes, we just got awarded the grant, in March, and we have a year.
We have a year from March.
I have a year to utilize the funds.
But you really can't go back and change this order, is that correct? Is that the way I understand it?
I mean, it's very hard. I have to submit a flag order, which the state does not recommend, especially with the whole COVID stuff going on right now. It's a time process, we have to get it approved through FEMA, and, it's just.
Just next time we have, make sure you let me know what the vehicle, give us a little breakdown
Yes, sir.
so that we can. Okay, on the motion to table, all those in favor? All that oppose? Aye. I'll entertain a motion to approve the purchase of that vehicle at this time.
Motion, Judge.
Motion to approve the purchase of the vehicle. I second it. All those in favor?
Aye.
All that oppose?
Aye.
Aye.
3, 4, and 2.
Thank you.
We kinda got our hands tied.
The next item is 3.2, discussion and appropriation request and approval to subscribe to Links online statewide for 2,296. What is Links?
Judge Leads is a subscription, it gives us, it's a tool that we can log in and we can search, say I can search your name and it'll tell me if you pawned any equipment, TVs, jewelry.
And this is $2,296?
Well, that's for the year subscription, but right now, on the bottom, the prorate from May to, will be 956, that'd be the prorated amount, would be 956, not the 2,000. 2,296, that's a yearly subscription fee.
So you want a motion to approve the purchase of leads for the remaining year of 956 and for prior years for 2,296 at this time?
Yes, sir, and that has helped us in the past,
How many years is that contract gonna be for?
it's a year.
Okay,
It's a
so
year.
it's on a year-by-year basis?
Yes, sir,
So
it's a
for
year
today, we're just proving the 956?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Rubalcaba,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Carmona. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Request and approval for 2 deputies to become notary publics. Deputy for mid-shift and deputy for night shift.
Sheriff, on this, we're having problems, Judge, at nights is, we don't have anybody after 5 notaries. And,
Is it allowed for your department to approve your own stuff?
yes, sir, it is allowed,
Alright,
it is
okay.
allowed.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Rubalcaba,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Rivas. All in favor?
Aye.
All that oppose? Motion carries. Then we have a request to hire 2 jailers for 2 open positions, right?
Yes, sir.
And these positions were, I guess they're the ones that transferred to us?
Correct.
Alright, okay, come on.
We have,
Motion made by Commissioner Rubalcaba,
Second.
second by Commissioner Carmona. I heard somebody try to speak.
yes, a 4-year experienced officer and a non-experienced officer.
Okay. Any other discussion? I'm sorry I spoke over it.
That's fine.
All in favor?
Aye.
All that opposed? Or did we have a motion or no?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Motion carries by unanimous vote. 3.5, discussion and appropriate decision concerning the jail status and sheriff's report. Is this the time today?
Yes, sir, we have, I believe we do have the list here with the breakdown of the calls. We did have some burglaries in Carrizo area, Ashton, Bigwells. We've already solved those cases. We do have people behind bars. We did have a shooting at departments also. Friday, suspect is in custody and his girlfriend or wife is in custody also.
Okay. Anything related to the COVID-19?
No, sir.
Okay.
And they were all from Crystal City that came over here to fight over here.
Okay. Oh, okay. They don't understand they need to stay home?
And they were not local citizens. I mean, one of the girls lived at the apartments, but the fight started in Crystal City, ended up over here. Apparently he shot outside, but we're trying to go federal with him. He is a convicted felon. And for the fact that he shot, there were a bunch of kids around outside. It's just, one girl was hit in the face with it was a shotgun, she got hit with a pellets.
Okay. Hmm?
He still uses it.
Yeah. Okay, what else?
That's it right now, sir.
Sir, I got a question.
A ver, dime, Juan.
Yes,
It's just a question, it's not pertaining to nobody. When you put something on Facebook,
Uh-huh.
like that shooting, and you could tell it's on the stretcher, who's responsible if they ever come back? Because we support the sheriff department and the ambulance, we pay, for their services.
Well, let me tell you this, if it was a sheriff or an ambulance putting it there, I would highly suggest that they won't put that stuff in there. A lot of that stuff is confidential, should be confidential until.
that one was the victim herself, I believe, took that, but by the time we got there, when I got there, she was already on the stretcher, so I don't know who took that picture. I know the deputy was trying to get information as to where the shooter was, cause it came to us that the shooter had left, and I had a young kid told me, no, they're still inside the apartment, so we went to hit that apartment where they were at. And we ended up
Okay,
finding
now, if the deputies do it, they might have a problem, they might have a liability.
Yes, sir.
If the EMS does it, they might have a problem because of liability, because they might put some wrongful information. If a private citizen does it, they really don't have a problem unless, because of what they put on that, it helps a person that committed the offense, then it could be interference with investigation, it could be,
this one was the victim herself. She took a selfie and she posted it in her Facebook.
there's nothing you can do about it.
But no, but I'm just worried that they're gonna come, somebody that's smart enough and say, no, I didn't take it, somebody else did it. It was, what I'm saying.
Usually
Yeah,
when we see people out there, with cameras, we try to either go through their pictures, either delete them, or we could technically seize it as evidence and
Yeah.
tell them we'll give it back after court.
It might help them, because they might take a picture of something that they need,
I
so.
understand, I just wanted to, since we sponsor, like I said, the ambulance and the deputy, but I sponsor it.
Yeah, well, sometimes there's people that put stuff out there and, all the emergency responders, you're out there to help people.
Yes, sir.
And if you're taking time to glorify yourself, then you're not doing your job. That's the way I feel about that. If somebody else does it for you, that's out there and says, Joe Blow, mira, he was out there, he was working his butt off and risking his life, and somebody, individual, I don't have a problem. But when the officers themselves say, look what we're doing, and I don't think this.
One of the discussions I had with the judge was burn ban violations. We're not citing them because they're not following the protocol that we have, but we're citing them because they're leaving the fires unattended. And then we go out there late at night and have to go and turn it off. And then for some reason it restarts. So I don't know if somebody goes throw more stuff on there, but the judge and I went over it, and I don't see no citations on those, and it's been going on for several.
I
And
know,
now we got it where we're gonna call them.
now that you brought it up here, we had one in Ashton that the guy who has it in a hole and everything, I don't mean burning brush or what, but he's saying he got permission from the city fire department. I thought inside city limits there was no burn, it's illegal, you can't burn inside the city limits.
When we have a burn ban, it's for the whole county.
The whole county, yes, sir.
So if they don't have a burn ban, if they have their own burn ban, for most of the jurisdictions follow our burn ban. But if they wish to not follow our burn ban, then they need to pass their own and then say we're not gonna follow our burn ban. Because I think once we pass the burn ban, it's for the whole county,
Yes.
regardless of jurisdiction. So and that's probably makes it easier. But, we don't have a problem with, I have a problem with, cause they come and tell us we're gonna burn. And we give them a list here, this is what you can burn. And then they light the fire and they have batteries, they have tires, they have stuff that's on our list, and they say, well, I got permission. Well, the officer should say, well, let me see your permit, and it says here, no lumber or no insulation. There's insulation, we're gonna give you a citation for violating that.
Yeah, 'cause construction material, they're not supposed to be burning at all, it just, something generated from their property, they're cleaning it, but I know with TCQ, they still have to have a form, same thing with a I don't know if the Ashton Fire Chief could give, since it's a county on it.
So
I'll talk to the chief of Ashton.
Yeah, I'll talk to them if I have to, but,
Yes,
because I already, one time I went out there and they were doing something, and I put them, I said, well, this is in the city, so I don't care. Turn it off, or I'll get,
yes,
you'll have a problem.
but I will instruct them to start writing citation, just, and not, go ahead and give them a citation.
Now, a little bit of common sense goes a long way, so that
Yes.
if they have a hole and they have a berm and it's burning y ya se está acabando, it's not gonna create a problem, right? Because sometimes ya están nomás los cinders and then, pero if tienen un montón with the dirt and they have mesquite in there, that thing is gonna smolder for,
Yes.
and they have to turn it off. If there's smoke and they're gonna leave, they have to turn it off. That, I have a problem with. But some small little pits and stuff and tienen burn y está abajo, and, it's not gonna create a problem.
Yes.
Pero uno de esos montones grandes, it could create a problem. Or if they're close to the house, even a small fire close to a house can create. So use a little bit of common sense, right?
Yes.
Anything else? Yes, sir.
We have, permanent security guards now, right?
Yes.
The new ones,
Yes.
here and over there, and your officers went back,
The patrol,
so,
the traffic, getting back to traffic.
so traffic should improve, right?
Yes, sir, it should improve, yes, sir.
More citations.
Yes, sir, I will check on it, double check to make sure they're,
First, we had 2 more illegal dumpings in Buddy's Lane, but my workers were able to find evidence, the box has the address, so we gave it to Selena.
okay, I'll find out whether, follow up,
And I cited them and told them to go pick it up,
Buddy, you know, more or less on Buddy's thing?
right before we come.
I'll see if we can get a camera up there, we still got some of those drawbridge cameras that
No camera there.
we have, okay,
The good thing was the boxes had
The
their
names.
address, the names on it.
okay.
Yeah, so we were able, she was able to catch
Yeah.
those.
We caught some, they're also on our front road with the names. You know, she gave us citations, I'll follow up on it.
I'll follow up on it, make sure,
Anything else, officer?
no, sir.
Thank you very much.
Motion to approve.
There's a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona to approve.
Second.
There's a second by Commissioner Rubalcaba to approve the sheriff's report. All, motion carries. Jail status. Frio County has también COVID, so be careful with the prisoners from Frio County, para que you don't infect our jail.
Yes, ma'am, there are.
All of them are approved.
Yes, sir. Since the coronavirus, we've taken extreme measures on the sanitation and cleanliness and train the staff how to protect ourselves and the inmates. We have daily contact with the U.S. Marshals and the Jail Commission on updating if there's any sickness inmates.
So what is the federal marshals doing? They're not giving us any more prisoners?
They stopped movement until everything clears out. I'm thinking it should start mid-May. They're starting to call us how many beds we have, so hopefully we'll start getting.
Okay.
And Nestor Salinas from Mitchell donated a sanitation station for the jail. It's like a little miniature car wash. Put the person in there and throw some mess with a sanitation, so it should, extra precautions on that.
So you sanitize the whole body, is that what you're doing?
The whole clothing, yeah.
You're not doing what the president wants us to do, inject them with disinfectant. That's Carlos Pereira's president. Okay. Any questions for this young man here? Any other comments, sir? Our jail's working perfect.
Minor breakdowns, but it gets repaired.
Well, it's to be expected. The thing is a little bit old. Any other question for this young man? If not, motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Rubalcaba,
Second.
second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All that opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Grants, 4.1. Approval to purchase 10 3-yard and 10 2-yard slope rear load bottoms for dumpsters for the sanitation department. Our dumpsters, they rot out from the bottom, so our welder, instead of buying a new dumpster like we used to do before, now we buy the bottoms, and we keep changing those bottoms until the top part is no longer useful, and then we get rid of that whole thing. So that's what we need for our dumpsters.
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona to approve.
Second.
There's a second by Commissioner Rubalcaba. Do we have any discussion?
Is that the two courts here?
Yep,
Is that,
different sizes. Two different sizes.
okay, so it's just two different items, you buy two. Total, what kind of?
Le huele a babo miedo. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All that oppose? Motion carries. 4.2 is status reports. What do you got, Mr. Dan?
That had an update on the application for the
Okay.
vendor.
Yes, sir, Judge Court, good to see you all. We submitted some updated data on Friday electronically to our 2 review people at TCQ. We're hoping that that will cure any issues that they have. You might recall.
I don't mind you stepping up. You're still 6 feet away from me.
Okay. Just want to make sure I'm being socially.
I was going to tell you, I'm not as young as I used to be, so I can't be like that.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Thank you, Dan. The TCQ at one time talked about putting a restricted covenant on our property, and after some deliberation with their attorneys, they finally came back and took that out. So we took that out of all the documents, so that restricted covenant on landfill is not going to be required anymore. So we made some changes to the stormwater management plan where we started some off-site channels, we took those out. We're still going to need to facilitate the stormwater flow from the site. And then the other issue
But
was.
then, don't let me forget, I still want them not to be able to mess with our.
Absolutely. If and when we transact that property, we'll want to
Yes.
carry that on to the next property owner, make sure that they don't adversely impact our stormwater flow from our landfill site. And then we updated some exhibits and figures that over the iterations of submitting to them, they started losing some of their ability to read some of the items on them. So we went back and searched the originals and updated that. So we sent the electronic file copy link to you, Judge, and to Daniel. I guess we'll wait a week or so because they've all been working from home right now. And then hopefully, once they approve that, that's the last part of the application as far as it being able to be declared technically complete. Then we'll go through another public comment period. Assuming there's nobody that protests it, then the permit, knock on wood, should be around the corner.
Have they put out notices already?
They did their initial notice a while back, but this will be another notice that they'll put out showing that we've
We
reached
didn't
that.
get any response from the first notice.
Right, yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Anything else? Christie?
No, just a reminder, Judge, that we have the governor's call at 4 o'clock,
Okay.
and I'm doing the second round of supply orders through Stripe.
There was a question about how many infected people are in, Eagle Pass?
Okay. As of Friday, my numbers were 16 active, 10 recovered, so it's a total of 26. That's as of my report on Friday. But over the weekend, they have had additional new cases develop. So I believe they're a little bit shy of 24, but that won't be reported on my report until after 12 o'clock.
24 active,
Yes,
not
sir.
so else. And Laredo?
Laredo, so far, they were at 432 this morning.
And Crystal City, they're,
Monday? Yes, ma'am. But I do not know what the breakdown is. I just know that it's 400 since they're not part of our region. I just get a total number. I don't know what the breakdown is, but I can get you the breakdown. I can call and see if they allow me that information, but they are at 432. Crystal City as of
just
Friday.
call Donald, county judge over there and
Yeah.
tell them to send you a copy of
Of
that.
this? Okay. And Crystal City as of Friday only had one, but of course with the other testing that came in, I think it was about 6:30 when we got a call, from the county judge. They're up to, I think, 5 or 6. So it's in our area. So far, LaSalle County does have one as well. So our 4 borders, we do have active cases of COVID-19.
Keep buying sanitizers,
Yes, sir, I'm doing my second round through.
buy masks. I don't know, but there's vendors out there that has those masks, so if we have to get them from vendors, get them from wherever you can.
Yeah, I did do the Tito's request, the Tito's vodka. I went ahead and I submitted that. Now they're requesting a request for supplies, so I was able to go ahead and put that in. And yes, Mr. Garcia, I already have your supplies, for voting. So, as little as they're coming in, I'll go ahead and I'll start putting them over to the side, because I think you have voting in July. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Guerrero,
Monday.
can you, I have a question now, can you remind the public of the gatherings?
Oh, yes.
Because, supposedly, I got some calls, I told them what the gathering was and social distances, and they were like, no, it's not like that.
Yes,
I need you to, you could do me a favor and remind the
Yes.
public.
I put some information, as of this morning. I put some information out for Claudia to put in the newspaper in regards to, of course, keeping the distance, the social gatherings and things like that. Yes, sir. I
No,
can hear that this morning.
I don't know, I think we still left our 10 or fewer.
Yes, we still have our 10 or fewer.
Okay, so, I don't know what the governor's rule is on the gathering, social gathering.
That is something that I'm still researching because it's a lot of gray area.
Yeah,
The governor did away with the 10 or more, but we kept the 10 or more.
yeah.
But he said to limit the number of social gatherings. The question is, well, how much? How do I limit that? If you don't give me a number, so I've already talked to Fernando and they're researching that, and maybe that's something that we can bring up to the governor later on today, it'd be a question.
Okay, now, I don't know if the commissioners feel like you wanna change that to be more than 10? There's some families that exceed the 10 just by the immediate family, just brothers and sisters, it's more than 10. That keeps them from having to have a gathering. I don't know how y'all feel about that. I know that if I have 10 or more people at my place, I'm gonna try and make sure that those 10 or more people have not gone out of the county for the last 13, 14 days, then you don't have a problem. So it's just a matter of using common sense, but if you lift it, you say 20, most people are not, they don't care right now. They're not gonna care if, so I don't know, what you guys want to do.
We're a big family, but we
Yeah.
still comply with the 10. You know, my fear is this thing it's spreading more and more now that it's been open.
Yes. And that was,
And I don't wanna contaminate any of my family members just by coming in contact with somebody else.
and that was an issue that had been floating around when the governor decided to open up Texas. They knew that if they did open up to restaurants and other things, that the numbers were gonna climb. They weren't gonna climb as high as they were gonna level off, but they were still gonna go up. And we see that now, you know, we've only been in a week in the opening of Texas, and all around us, our numbers have gone up. So, I do know that the governor is set to his, last executive order expires this Friday or Sunday expires. So a new executive order will be coming out pretty soon as well.
So, well.
Friday, yes, Friday.
We need to have a meeting set for Friday. When does our expire?
You put a 30-day on it, sir.
Okay,
So ours doesn't expire until June the 1st.
okay. Let's have a meeting, for Friday in case, just post it. If we need to have a meeting, we'll have it. If we don't have to have a meeting, well, we won't have it. If the governor opens, I don't know if you guys wanna make it up to 20 or, I don't know. We all wanna leave it alone at 10. Okay, we just need to let the sheriff know, because, people, I think they won't, you only ticketed one person, right? You only caught one group of 10 or more?
Yes, sir.
So, 'cause they can keep hidden, they'll hide. So, I don't know, maybe you wanna increase it to 20, I don't know. Gradually increase it up, I don't know what you guys wanna do. So, the closer we get to the middle of the year, the better off we are without having any problems, right? So,
The lower the numbers, the better for gathering.
yeah.
People don't realize how dangerous it is when you have a big crowd.
And you're right, sir, there are, the people, like Commissioner says, that do follow the rules, and then there's the people that, they have cabin fever, they're just exploding to get out of their homes, and we understand that as well, because, this hasn't been easy on anybody across the board. But, you will have those people that are gonna follow the rules that we do put in place, and then, of course, you will have people who don't.
I guess for the most part, the reason we don't have any is because for the most part, people are being mindful and are going out of town and just having gatherings with people that they kind of sort of know that might not have a problem.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's all I have, so, like I said, the second round of ordering will be going out, and then I'll.
What about our JP?
I didn't get to finish reading the email, so I'll get you that as soon as I can. I'll send out an email to all commissioners.
Right. A motion to approve status reports. Motion made by Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Rivas, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Financials, discussion and appropriation concerning reimbursement for Patricia Salinas 363 court reporter for meals of January 28, 2020 through February 27, 2020. Motion made by Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, all in favor?
Aye.
All that opposed? Motion carries. 5.2 is discussion and appropriation concerning the budget adjustment within the department for Road and Bridge Precinct 4.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Alonso Carmona to approve the budget adjustment.
Second.
There's a second by Commissioner Uriela. Do we have any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All that opposed? Motion carries. Approval of claims. We have the claim docket, it's not very big.
So moved.
There's a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona to approve the claims.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Noguera. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All that opposed? Motion carries. 5.4 is the claim docket, and the claim docket reads as follows. The general fund, our expenditure for the month are $599,811.26. The airport, $2,861.80. Records management for the county clerk's office is $1,125.45. The utilities funds is in the amount of $71,393.07. The arena, $11,077.57. Stone Garden, $6,366.01. Local border security is $2,831.36. The Dimmit County payroll is $265,738.27. For the COs, 17 is $40,420. For the COs 18 is 2,060, for the grand total of $1,003,064.99. Do we have any motions to approve? Motion made by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Rubalcaba. Do we have any discussion in those papers? Yes, sir.
I have a question.
Okay.
Mr. Pereira, on our precinct bills, we have for precinct two, I have a small amount on the first couple of pages, but then I go to the back, and then it shows for Valero, let me see, where is it? Precinct two, I have a bill of, 940, 44 cents. Why are there two different amounts?
Because when we enter it, we basically have to batch them, and so what happens is, we have two people entering them, and so they have to batch them, and that's why we put them together. Plus, in addition, that's what we have for payroll, because it's done separately, and that's why we're having a list at the front to basically combine everything. So that's how we do it, because it's not the same person, they have to batch it.
Oh, okay, that's, I was looking at that.
Yes.
I have one question for the sheriff's office. What was the rattlesnake vaccine?
I'm assuming the rest.
What was that? I didn't catch it, sir.
It's not that amount, but I was just wondering what, the high of an amount, I was just wondering what was the rattlesnakes vaccine for?
Rattlesnake vaccine, I need to find out, I don't know,
Somebody get bit or?
is that from, where's it coming from, because the vaccine would be.
The Visa card, the same, 100, 465, 34, 43, 44. I don't know whether I know that.
Unless it's something that they spray around the jail perimeter or something, I'll
This
find
is
out
a-
on it.
This is a vaccine.
Vaccine.
I'm assuming somebody's.
Probably
case
just to have it available.
Yeah, probably either that or somebody got bit.
Have it available when you get.
I haven't heard of anybody getting bit unless it's there at the nurses to have it available in case somebody out there gets bit.
I mean, it's no big, I was just wondering what somebody.
I mean, Kobe, you know, they have some out in the cutting grass with the inmates, something, maybe it's got something just to have it. I'll look into it to find out.
Pereira, what is the WEX bank? There's several of those all throughout the papers. WEX bank,
It's a new one.
what is that?
One of the accounts, I don't know which one it is, but it's.
Check it out. WEX bank.
I'll let you know what it
There's
is.
several of them all through the payments, all through the invoices. They're everywhere.
It's. Yes, it's one of the, fuel bills that we have.
Fuel,
Fuel. but
I
don't
think
know
now that
which
we changed with that company, right? That's probably it.
one. Could be, but I know it's, yeah, it's one of the banks, one of the fuel companies.
Mr. Pereira, the accidents on the vehicle, are we getting reimbursed?
Yes, I mean, whatever we submit to the insurance, we get reimbursed the portion minus the deduction.
Cause you got a 14 Tahoe here that it was repaired by Vegas, whatever it's called, and it's for 2,000, so the insurance paid it or the county's gotta pay it?
That would be our portion, or the whole amount, then on that, the reimbursement comes in. And I don't know if that $3,000 would have been the deductible.
I know sometimes we don't take the vehicle until actually the insurance already has a check and we get that it's already there.
Yeah.
Because, Mr. Vega, I mean, once the vehicle's done, he expects to get paid, so we won't take him the vehicle, we'll get an estimate, we won't take him the vehicle until we actually get the insurance claim
I
already.
understand that, but I wonder if that was the insurance or the accounting part.
That'll be, the county will pay, but they reimburse, the insurance sends a check to the county, and that's deposited back, they don't send him the check directly.
Yeah, so that's the total cost of the total cost of the repairs.
So they send the check to the county, then
Yes,
we pay.
yes.
Well, the county pays.
Right.
Okay. Any more questions?
Motion
We
to
have a
approve.
motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion from Commissioner Mike Uriela, second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
All that opposed? Motion carries. Is there any executive session? Okay, we'll go to the public facility, public safety corporation, 8.1 new business. Any new business? Discussion and appropriate action, personnel and expenditures if necessary,
Yes, sir, you have the bill, the claim docket there, in front of you.
pero that goes under the green card, correct?
Oh, okay, sorry, yes,
I think, that's 8.2.
okay.
And then, no, it's in there, so we go to 8.3, claim docket. Claim docket, the total amount of $1,994.78.
So moved.
Got a motion from Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
second from Commissioner Gutierrez. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Commissioner, they just told me that vaccine was for the canine, through the vet, they give that canine a shot for the
Oh,
family.
thank you.
Yes.